Hey friends, welcome to AdventureReady. Today we're coming live from the AdventureRig. So I stayed in here last night. I'll give you a little bit of a tour. Kind of see the curtains on the side there, and then sidewall here. So what we did, we were at the airport last night. We had a flight out, and this is a remote little airport, and our flight was scheduled for around 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And then there's a 15-minute delay, and then there's a half-hour delay, and then it's an hour, and then it's so much that you can't get your connecting flight. So after all this transpires, it's around 10 o'clock, and we need to decide what to do. So we could drive 30 minutes to a hotel and then get there at 11, almost 11, and then have to leave at 4 o'clock to go back for the 6 o'clock flight, or you could stay in your adventure rig. So that's what I opted to do last night. I just happened to have a backpack that I keep in there with my Kelty 0 degree bag from the 90s. And I'll show you, kind of bring you guys in, that you have some of the fun here. So this was the little outdoor brand backpack. I think it's a outdoor products. This is from Walmart. Who cares? And then I've got my Kelty sleeping bag, and then this Slumberjack pillow. I think it's from 1995, and it was awesome. And then I stuck my ridge rest back here. So I was able to sleep very comfortably in the adventure rig, and it was a fun little micro adventure. So let me give you guys a couple pro tips about the adventure rig, and then we'll go from there. Pro tip 1, once you get in your car, stay in your car. You don't want to be getting out of your car, getting your cot, taking it around back. Like, people are going to see you and be like, that's weird. So once you get in your car, stay in your car. So when you get in the car, what I do, I lower my front 2 windows, 4 inches or so, just so someone couldn't stick their arm all the way in and hit the unlock button. And then I put my net covers over it. So I have these little bug nets. I'll show you guys those next. Then I go around and I put these curtains up. So I have little curtains that I stuff up in the cracks there. And then I have these other Amazon covers that I just wedge in the windows. The ones in the back are not very good, so I took my ridge rest and just kind of pressed it up against to hold them in. And then the other side also has another Amazon cover and another one of those Amazon curtains. Now in the front, I'll turn you guys around to that in just a second. It's just your standard windshield cover that you just unfold and put in front of the windshield. Now, here's a pro tip. Take your driver's seat. This is pro tip number 2. Take your driver's seat and put it all the way down. So recline it completely, and then take your passenger seat, put it up all the way, and then slide it forward so you have the most amount of room. The reason you put this down is because I said, once you get in the minivan, stay in the minivan. So if you want to transfer from the front seat to the back seat, it's really easy when the seat's down, so you have to climb over it so much. This was okay. I've been using this setup for years, this little curtain. Notice though, there's a curtain, there's going to be a gap down here that lets light in, so it's not ideal, but it's okay. And then these window covers from Amazon are obviously not custom. So everywhere there's light coming through, you're going to have a little bit of light at night, but you're also broadcasting light out. So rule number 3 is light discipline. Be aware of how much light you have on going in your adventure rig, because the rest of the world can see that. So if you're going to be on your phone, kind of tilt it down. You just don't want to have all the lights on, or people are like, is someone living in that minivan? So just to make people feel comfortable, you have light discipline. Now, in a future project on this channel, we're going to take Reflectix and cut it out custom to each window, where they'll push in and stay up, and that'll be another project. But let's go ahead and put the screens on the windows once we're in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the bug screens for the front 2 windows. I tend to lower the window about 4 inches, enough so someone couldn't comfortably get their arm all the way in and push the unlock button. So what we're going to do is open the door. We're already in the minivan. Rule number 1 is, once you're in the minivan, stay in the minivan. So even though I'm going to open the door, I'm not going to get out. So I'm just going to quickly look around, make sure there's not a situation. And there's a pointy end right here. The pointy end goes in that corner like that, and it's just like putting a big bag over it. Close it up, do the same thing on the other side. That's going to give us enough airflow for the night to be comfortable. It's also, it provides pretty good light protection. It doesn't, obviously it's not completely blackout curtain dark, but it's just enough to kind of take some of the brightness off of it. And obviously keeps bugs out also. So I do that on the other window. Next thing I do is I put bring you guys around here, just your standard windshield cover, pop it in. Obviously you hold it up with your visors. And then after that, I stay, once you're in the car, stay in the car, and then you start putting the curtains up. So I have this curtain here, and I got these on Amazon, and you just tuck it in. There's little parts, you tuck it into the top. You can kind of see it's dangling here. And then I have some Amazon window covers in the back, and those are not very good. They don't really stay in very well. You have to kind of wedge them. I was using a credit card, and I just wedge them all in, and it's okay. But that's going to be a future project on this channel. We are actually going to get Reflectix and cut them all out custom and stuff them in. So rule number one, when you're in the car, stay in the car. Rule number two, in your front seat, recline it all the way. And then on your passenger seat, put it all the way forward and slide it forward. Now, once you've put all your window covers up, you're going to grab the cot from the back from inside the vehicle. Again, we're not getting out. We're not going to have the cot sitting out and people going, why is a dude getting a cot and putting it in his minivan? Once we're in, we're in. We're all covered in with our curtains now. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the cot from the back out, and then we're going to actually lower the wheel well into the floor. I mean, lower the seat into the wheel well on the floor, and then just set the cot up. And again, this is a Kelty bag from the 90s. I'm just keeping my old gear in here now. Got the nice Slumberjack pillow, and I keep the other seat up so I can sit there. I've actually got a backpack sitting there now, but this was very comfortable last night. So we are in a parking garage. See the AdventuRig. Regular old windshield cover, looks totally normal. The bug screen, you can see where the window's open. It doesn't look that obvious. I'll let you be the judge, but I really don't see it that much. I can see a little bit of the reflected part in the back there. You can also see a little bit of that reflective material there. But all in all, it kind of just looks like a minivan in a parking garage. All right, friends, today's word of encouragement comes from Philippians 4:6. It says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, make your request known to God. The peace of God, which surpasses understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. And what's so exciting about that is we're told we don't have to be anxious, and we're told what to do. So he said, with thanksgiving, make your request, your petition, known to him. Go to him and ask. And the promise with that is that he said the peace that surpasses understanding. You don't have to figure it out. The peace that surpasses understanding will guard your hearts and your minds through Christ Jesus. So we've been given a promise. He's going to guard our hearts with peace if we just ask. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next time.